Okay, so once your bread rises, you want to get your hands floured up. Punch your dough out. Get a little flour on your surface and dump it out. You don't want to get too much flour incorporated. We're going to split it into 4 rolls. So just kind of mush the dough a little bit and squeeze it into 2 rolls. And now we're going to squeeze it into 4. Now this part's really important because you need a tight seal underneath so that water doesn't come in when you put it in the bath. So in order to do that, you're just going to turn dough under and keep tucking it under until you've done all the sides a little bit. So the bottom is pretty sealed. There's no holes or anything. So we're going to do that to all 4. You just do it a few times around. Until it's nice and clean on the back. Okay, so now it's time for the baking soda bath. And when you're putting the baking soda in you need a rolling boil. So when you put the baking soda in there, put it in there really slowly because it bubbles up. So put in a little bit. One more. I use just over half a cup of baking soda. Okay, once it's all in there, we're ready to put the dough into the bath. I like to use one of these spider whisks. It makes it really easy to gently lower the dough balls into the water, because if you just kind of flop them in, they could open up underneath and water could get in, and that's what's going to ruin your dough. So it doesn't really matter what side you place it in. I like to just set it in there and lower it into the bath. And you want to just let it go for about 15-20 seconds, and then you're going to flip it. So let's give it a little time here. It can be kind of hard to flip it over sometimes, but and you need to get it out. And you flip it back up. And you want to make sure and put the underside back down onto the cookie sheet. So it can be kind of helpful to start with the bottom side facing down, because then once you've flipped it, you'll have the bottom side facing up and you can flip it down onto the cookie sheet. Makes it a little easier than trying to slide it off. Theoretically, you could do more than one roll at the same time, but I like to do them one at a time so that I know it's not too crowded in there and I can keep an eye on them and make sure they're not in there for too long. And if you're just doing a single batch, you've only got 4 rolls anyway, so it doesn't really take that long. now that we've done the back on all of them, you're going to put the slits into them. I like to use a little serrated knife. It just seems to do a better job than a, regular knife. And you just kind of, you don't need a very big slit, but it's just so that the air has somewhere to go while they're baking. And obviously you could do something other than an X, but that's what I like to do. And then just don't forget to sprinkle them with a little kosher salt. And you're ready to bake.